What is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL, and we're back with another Mobile Legends video. So this time around, we have some really interesting news yet again, yo. It's honestly crazy how much is going on in the community, yo. And what's great, what I've been seeing a lot is a lot more love going towards Gosu than just hate. And shout out to all of you all who are staying positive, who's trying to uplift their spirits and stuff like that, because it's a hard loss. Even though General handled it like a man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, he probably cried and stuff off of camera, like out of view of everybody, but every time he was on camera, he's acting silly, he's acting goofy, just having a good time, just so he doesn't get anybody else down by being sad. And honestly, I like that energy. Like, that's very respectable. I wish I was that type of person where I could do that, and because honestly, I'm the type, y'all know me, like my emotions just show when I'm feeling something. Like if I'm mad, y'all know. If I'm just like, yeah, like, but I'm basically an open book when it comes to emotions. I just say what's on my mind, and yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, General has been a great example for how to accept a loss, grow from it, and he's still said that he's taking it as a learning experience. So honestly, my respect for General is through the roof. Like, I don't really care what anyone else says. Like, anyone can say anything that they want about General. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not going to lie to you all. I wasn't the biggest General fan when it comes to Gosu. I've always been more of a fan of Basic and Hoon. I respected them skill-wise and stuff like that. But General has, like, through this whole process, General has, like, earned my respect on another level. So, shout out to General, man. Definitely do support General, stand behind Gosu as a team. But anyway, y'all here for the juicy news. But before we get into it, as always, make sure you all drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's jump into this spicy news, man. So the biggest YouTuber in the community speaking out against Gosu and basically kind of pointing out their flaws from the beginning has been Akosi Dogie. We ain't gonna talk about how I said all that stuff a year ago. We ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, Akosi Dogie has been speaking out, talking about all the flaws that Gosu has and stuff like that. And he's kind of been trying to motivate them. He wanted to scrim them just so they can see how it is to go up against an actual pro team, so they wouldn't come into this whole process thinking that they was just the best. Because if they would have brought that same attitude from the United States, if they would have brought that into the pro scene, they would have got demolished. Like, they would have got, like, wrecked. Like, they honestly did decent. Like, they didn't just get swept by anybody. They put up fights at all times, and you gotta give props for a team that's only played together for a week. They played together for a week, and they was putting up fights against teams that's been playing together forever. So it's like, you gotta respect that. But yeah, Akosi Dogie has been basically testing them, trying to help them and stuff like that, and he's actually made them an offer. Like, Paulo was talking about it on one of his streams that he did after it, and honestly, I got a lot of respect for Paulo as well. Like, everybody know me and Paulo has history. Like, we had beef in the past. I don't know if people know that we way past that beef, but me and Paulo has had incidents. But honestly, I have a lot of respect for Paulo too, because he's been the main one speaking out about the M1 loss, and he's putting all the blame on himself. And I know all the haters would be like, all the blame deserves to be on you. Like, no, honestly, it's a team game, it's a team effort. It's so many different factors. Paulo was already nervous, and then Basic kind of like just shrugged him off and kind of made him even more nervous, even more upset. Like, he didn't want to let Basic down. Like, and not to put the blame on Basic, like, everyone on the Gosu team could have done something better. Everyone could have been better in some way, shape, or form. So I mean, it's nobody's fault to blame. Like, you can't just blame any one person on Gosu. It was a team effort. They came there as a team, whether it was their main team or not, and they went down as a team. Just leave it at that. But one of the best things that I've actually heard from Paulo is the fact that he got an offer from Akosi Dogie. Now, I don't know if this was for the entire Gosu team. I don't know if it was for General, Basic, all of them, or if it was just for Paulo to really help Paulo understand, because Paulo does do a lot of the coaching for Gosu. So I don't know if it was just for Paulo or if this was an open invitation for everybody. But basically, Akosi Dogie reached out to Paulo, and he said, yo, if you want to come to the boot camp out here in the Philippines, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to come to the boot camp. So basically, Dogie is trying to do what he did with Brand Sports, because if you watched Hoon video, like, we watched that together on the channel. If you haven't seen that, I posted that earlier today, so just click on the channel and go and check that out. But Hoon actually talked about some of the weaknesses of Gosu and why M1 was such a struggle. And one of the things that he pointed out was the rotations. He pointed out the rotations, and he pointed out how in North America, all you really need is good mechanics, and you're just going to destroy everyone just using good mechanics and outplaying people. But they never have to really use rotations. They don't have to rotate good. They don't have to use any of these skills. So it's kind of hard for you to improve in a certain area when you never have to practice that area when you actually play against people. Like, they don't need that to beat people in North America, so they never practice it, basically. So in the video, I basically explain and do the comparison between Bryn Esports. Because Bryn Esports was the same way. They was going through destroying people, and they were building a reputation, but they lacked in the rotations department. Like, that was the weakness that they had. Then Akosi Dogie linked up with them for a little bit. Akosi Dogie and Jimmick, they linked up with them for a little bit. They gave them a place to stay, and they coached them through it. They taught them, like Dogie taught them the rotations, taught them how to approach the game and stuff. And honestly, Bryn Esports became a whole new team. They became a whole different team. They knew what they were doing. They were rotating on point. They were outforming every team. They was literally the first team out here trolling, like just messing around, picking random picks and still beating pro teams. Like, they were the first ones in like esports and Mobile Legends esports history to do this. So Dogie is once again going to one of these teams with potential. And honestly, all the people hating on Gosu, think about this. Dogie has a history of seeing talent. He has a history of finding talent and helping talent. Everything Dogie touches usually does very, very well for him. Everything he touches usually becomes very, very successful. So if Dogie is saying that there's something with Gosu, I mean, shouldn't that say enough? Doggie's like, you don't have, like, you can think Dogie is arrogant, he has an ego, whatever you want to think about Dogie, that's fine. But you cannot deny his eye for talent. You cannot deny his work ethic and his drive towards success and helping other people get better as well. So, like, it's just certain things that you can't deny about people, even if you do not like those people. And I think that Doggie's interest in Gosu, like how he's posting about Gosu, how he's analyzing videos, come on now, not many players could make him do the things that he's doing right now. Like, Dogie is going out of his way to do things that, let's be realistic, he does not have to do this. Like, literally, instead of posting about Gosu, Dogie could be making vlogs like buying new cars or something random and getting way more views, getting way more interest and stuff like that. But no, he's putting his time and effort and energy into helping out Gosu because there's something there, and he wants to be part of the rise of Gosu going to greatness. So honestly, I think this is a good move from Dogie, and I think that this is very, very respectable, trying to help a team who has the potential to be great, but just pull that inner greatness out of them. So honestly, I have nothing but respect for Dogie as well. I gotta be honest with you all, man. Like, the Mobile Legends community has really shocked me. We had, like, the fans, honestly, the haters, the fans, like, they're the ones that's kind of making the community so bad right now, because people are only focusing on the negative stuff. People are only focusing on the, oh, I told you so. VeLL, you shouldn't have hyped them up. Like, everybody's only focusing on negative stuff, but they're not focusing on the stuff that really matters. I'm the opposite of other people. I don't focus on the negative stuff like that. Like, if it's drama, I'm gonna talk about it. But even when I talk about drama, I talk about the upside of it. Like, right now, I mean, the loss is pretty much drama, but the thing that I've been looking at, even with all this stuff going on, the pro players from Indonesia and the Philippines and stuff, they are still trying to help Gosu. They've helped Gosu. They had a whole Indonesian coach offer to coach Gosu. They've had like Gosu is getting nothing but support from Indonesian pros. They've getting nothing but respect. Basic is playing with Lemon all the time. Like, Dogie is offering to help. Dogie is offering to coach. You had freaking Indonesia, the Indonesia pro team Louvre is the only reason that Gosu was able to even fly out to a boot camp. Like, let's be honest about this, man. Like, the Mobile Legends community is really getting together to help the first North American team try to rise up and be the best North American team that they could be. Like, so let's be honest, even if Gosu is not that great right now, or even if Gosu is only okay, when Gosu actually does rise and become what Gosu is going to become, and all these players learn how to work together better and stuff like that, the success of Gosu, they're going to have Indonesia and the Philippines to thank anyway. So honestly, that's just great for the fans. It's going to be better entertainment. It's going to be better games. Like, I think that people are spending too much time making it Indonesia against the United States, or Philippines against the United States, or this country versus that country, when it comes down at pro level, they don't even see it like that. This is all great for the Mobile Legends community. So shout out to all the pros helping out. Shout out to everybody, man, because honestly, it's a beautiful thing seeing so many successful people, so many talented players come together and honestly help a team that they don't have to help. Like, Gosu is nothing compared to those teams out there. Like, they don't have to care about Gosu, but they do. They're helping Gosu, they respect Gosu, they see the talent, and everyone is trying to bring that talent out of Gosu. So shout out to them. Shout out to Gosu for how they're handling all the loss in the situation and stuff like that, keeping that positive energy. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the fans who are constantly supporting and are not part of the hate train that's out here, I told you so and stuff like that. And shout out to Dogie. No matter his fans, honestly, a lot of his fans are the ones going around being toxic, but shout out to the fact that he's not being toxic. He is still trying to help. He's still offering different opportunities and stuff like that, and it's honestly very, very respectable. So let me know what you all think in the comment section down below about this. Make sure you all drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, fam. Peace out, yo.
I don't know nobody, so don't ask for no favors. Don't ask for no paper, they leave when you losing, but they coming back later. Promise they coming back later. I'm up now, she wanna